Good morning, Sac State. Good morning, University of Hawaii. We are going to talk today about what do maps tell us. This is part 2 of our geography lesson to learn all of the vocabulary words associated with maps and understand how to read maps. So let's just jump right into it. What do maps tell us? Well, in addition to telling us where bodies of water, which would be a physical map, and cities, which would be a political map, and landmarks and many other things are located, maps are also used to help us understand and interpret what is called geographic data. Geographic data would take us to our thematic maps. Geographic data can also be called geospatial data. So what exactly is geographic data / geospatial data? So it is basically geographic / geospatial, because you'll need to use those interchangeably. Data is basically a collection and recording of information and then using it to determine how things are different from one location to another. So what kind of things do we need to collect and record to show how we're different? Remember in class we talked about what could we record that would show a difference between Stockton and Sacramento as two different cities. We said population. We said a lot of different things in class. So let's talk about some things that geographic data can tell us using thematic maps. Many different things. We have election results. There's also the population, the climate, educational levels, ancestry, and life expectancy. Even income levels can be determined using geographic data and geographic / geospatial data. So, and all of these are on different kinds of maps. Let's look at some of those maps right now. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Why is it important? I forgot. Why? The reason it's important is because we need to be able to identify how things are different from one location to the next in order to differentiate, and also sometimes in order to help different communities. Many companies, organizations, and government use geographic data to better understand the customers, citizens, and even the employees. In America, we take the U.S. Census, and every 10 years, the U.S. Census actually makes the decision on how money is distributed, and services are provided to different communities based on their population. Here's an example from the U.S. Census, and I am going to go really quickly through some of these maps because we talked about it a lot in class, and you're just using this particular video to catch up on your notes. So you can see this particular map, the color coding system. There's a whole lot of information here, but the color coding system in this particular map shows us population density. Finally, and you can see it's there. This map you can see shows us the maps of the Civil Wars, and then this map is population. We also have a map of, although at first it looks like it would have to do with either rainfall or forestry because of the coloring, it's actually a map of percent of indigenous people that still live in the areas. So now you're on to your critical thinking exercise. I hope these notes help. Oh, I'm sorry. Presidential election of 1960. There were two candidates. And we talked about this in class, and we used Kennedy and Nixon, and we used this to determine who we thought might have won. The dark red represent Kennedy won by over 90%. The dark blue the dark red show Nixon won by over 90%. The dark blue show that Kennedy won by over 90%. And everything in the middle are different shades of red and blue depending on how much they won. The green area is an independent, and that in this election was Byrd. And come to find out, despite the fact that Nixon won the Electoral College by 303 to 219 votes, the reality was in person, or in popular vote, Nixon won, Kennedy won by less than 200,000 votes for the whole country. which is crazy how incredibly tight this election was. So that concludes the very short lecture that we had today. I hope this is helpful in answering the questions on the assignment. Have a great day.